What's up, guys? It's Aiduna. What's up, guys? It's Aiduan. Right now it's Monday and on the club 4:30. So people are getting from work now, ending their jobs and coming home. And I welcome you to a sweet little ride through Moscow. Today in this episode you will see Moscow traffic jams, a lot of them, and some pretty architecture. Yeah, so let's go. Right now I'm on the Sadova ring. Sadova means like garden ring, if you can translate it. And this is the second ring of Moscow, which circles Moscow. It's very close to the city center. From here to Kremlin is approximately maybe 2-3 kilometers. As you can see, there's a building with Coca-Cola sign on it and a bicycle. Motorcycle. In Moscow we have a lot of cyclists, motorcyclists, and they do usually drive like this between the rows, and that's why you're supposed to be very careful, and not too much people like them. This building is a metro station. We're stopping again, and it doesn't matter what car you drive, you will still be stuck in the traffic jam. Yeah, some smart car. Actually, in Moscow there are pretty expensive cars. As you can see, some BMWs, Infinitis, BMWs, and Mercedes, and BMWs, and Audis, and BMWs again. Yeah, some trees were planted recently in Moscow, which makes the city more cute. And basically what you do in the traffic jam, you just stay and wait. Like a lot of time you get wasted here in Moscow, like waiting in the traffic jam. You have other option. You can go to the subway system, but there will be like super many people. So you either get pushed in the metro, either you get stuck in traffic jams. There's just only two options. Or you can be a governor and they give you a special signal, like a siren, and other people will let you pass. Yeah. So we continue going on the Sadova ring. Yeah, a very big and very famous highway which circles all Moscow. And on my right, the tall building on my right is one of 7th Stalinsky Vysotki. Stalin is the former governor of Russia, and that one is Ministry of Foreign Businesses. Well, diplomacy ministry, something, I don't know how I call it. Well, the organization that is responsible for all foreign contacts. Right on my right hand, the car with red number plate is the diplomatic car. So some kind of some country, and officially police cannot stop them and check them because they have diplomatical immunity. Yeah. And right there on my left you will see an ambulance. It's Gazelle there, and it's yeah, very popular ambulance. We have it's pretty rust, I guess, and not so popular in Moscow with this condition, but in other parts of the country it is super popular. Now oh, I need to turn right now. Okay. So this is the close-up of the building, and right next to the building we have a very famous Moscow street, walking Moscow street. As you can see, the traffic is super heavy because like everybody's like pushing, and the car just cut each other. Here is it. Here it is. Just check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I hope you will see it. Yeah. Yeah. You see it? Okay. 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 On my right hand now is the very famous walking street for tourists. I've done a video about it, and on the angle you'll see a supermarket which is called Azbuka Vkusa. Yeah, Okay. It's taste dictionary. I think you can translate it in English. A very expensive shop. Here it is. Super. Yeah, just look how bikers are going. I need to go right. Here's my navigator, as you can see, and we actually have a competitor of Google Maps. It's called Yandex, the very big company, and Yandex has a traffic jam rating. As you can see now, it's 3 out of 10, which it is good. It's almost no traffic jams. See, this is like no traffic jams. Like we are just riding here, and we rode like I think like maybe 1 kilometer or just 2 kilometers, not more. It's very tough to ride in Moscow, in the center of Moscow, when it's 9 or 8 or 7 points of traffic jams, because right now it's 3, and you can see how it looks like. On my right side, the city center is actually there, and if we turn right, there will be a lot of some narrow streets with beautiful views on them, and but we don't need to go there. Oh, they're cleaning the street! Yay! So right now we still have a pandemic going, but as you can see, not too much people are wearing masks. In fact, like no people at all are wearing masks. It's not that it is obligatory, but anyway, it would be nicer to if somebody did wear a mask. I think, right? Yeah. Okay. So if you stop on the road with this sign, the circle that doesn't allow you to stop, you'll get your car evacuated, and a fee. The fee is around $50, and the price for evacuation is $150. So just leaving your car on the street will cost you somewhere around $200, which is basically almost the half of average salary in Russia. But we're in Moscow, so salaries here are different, as are the fees. Here you'll see a very expensive hotel and shopping mall. It's called Lotte Plaza. I think they're like not only in Russia but also in other countries. So there are like, I think, Mercedes, if you will see. Yeah, if you go to Moscow, you better be going on a metro, because otherwise it's so no, it's not stupid, but you'll like get your time wasted. And we have some lines that are only for buses and taxis, but they're not everywhere, and even taxis are staying with the same traffic jams, and you'll just wasting all of your energy. Yeah, we have a tradition in Russia to use hazard lights when somebody lets you in their lane, or yeah, basically that's the most use of it. You turn on the hazard lights, and that means like thank you. Yeah. So if the car wants to go in your lane and you let it go, it will probably say thank you to you. Yeah, some navigator speaking. On my in front of me there is another street. It's Arbat Street. You won't see it, but it is the street that goes to Kremlin, and usually it gets stuck, not covered. It gets closed for a couple of minutes in the day for president to ride on it, and not only president, but I think vice president as well. Yeah, and we just ended a big traffic jam just to make a turn. Now you'll see the building of diplomacy from the different angle. Now we're taking the right turn. All right, here it is. In front of me you'll see Moscow City. That's like the neighborhood where the skyscrapers are. It is very young. You won't see it now because but it is there. It's very young. I think it's maybe somewhere around 20 years old. So before that we didn't have skyscrapers like at all. Oh look, there's a pier. So right now we're in the Moscow River, yay! And here is the building where the government sits. It's called, I think, White House. Yes, it's on the right. In the 1991, I think, it was shot from this bridge with the tanks. I'm not very good at history and don't remember why, but some kind of a government problem. And there's another building, the second one of the 7th Stalin's skyscrapers, I think you can call it. And that's a hotel. So one of them is a hotel, another one is a Ministry of Diplomacy, and other one is Moscow State University and some other. So there are like skyscrapers there. There's a Lamborghini! Yeah, that means like we're in the center of Moscow. As you see, the Lamborghini is like, oh. Now the parkings have a different price, and at the place that we are now, it is super expensive. It is around $6 or $7 per hour, which is very expensive for Russia. We got these parking tickets and payments just recently. Before we didn't have. And right next to such beautiful skyscrapers, you will get like these authentic buildings. They're like getting reconstructed, but not so fast as you see. Some of building is missing the windows, and on the upper floor there is like a kind of restaurant. Like people are having a dinner there. Yeah. So there's like ships there, and there are different colors. Actually, you can take a ride on them, on that ships. And this is a very expensive neighborhood. So expensive cars drive here, and the metro is very good located right in the skyscraper area. So you can basically go through the metro straight to the skyscraper. All right, of course, if you have permission to go there. I don't. Anyway, but there's a trading mall, so you can spend your time there. By the way, one of the buildings there for some period of time was one of the tallest buildings in Europe, I think. So it's pretty high, maybe not just tallest, but tallest living building. So we changed the oh, you see he just swept, and he didn't say thank you because it's a Mercedes. Yeah. All right then, not a problem. The cars open the boots, trunks, is that they don't want to pay for the rent, for the parking, and that's why they open their boot or cover their plates, so they won't get a ticket for the parking. As you can see, not all the roads are very heavy trafficked. Some of them are completely free. That's because we're in a different part of the city now. All right. Now, even though the skyscraper is like a kilometer away, you'll still see normal architecture of Russian city. And there's like a rented bike there. These are very cheap. This car in front of me, the green one, the silver one, is actually the car that that'll get you a ticket. It actually drives through the roads and takes a photo. And if the car didn't pay for the parking, it'll get a ticket. As you can see, like a lot of cars just standing. Even if you can't pay your parking space, parking time, you need to find a parking spot at all, because as you can see, like everything is like closed. I'm probably gonna park here. Anyway guys, that was ID1 with a short drive in Moscow city. Tell me what you think about this video, and would you like to stand a bit in the Russian traffic jams? Okay, see you, bye!